Hi, I'm sharing my screen. Just a moment. Some people are moving in here. Okay. I am not on the, here it is. I'm not on my regular computer, so it's a little bit, it's not complicated, it works. So here we are. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay, great. I need to get rid of this window up there. Just a moment. Yes, looks better. So I can't see you anymore, but fine. Okay, group accounts in TurtleStitch. I do the presentation together with Michael, who, yes, will also participate and say something. Exactly. Okay. Second slide, wonderful, slide moves. So what is TurtleStitch? I think I don't really need to explain a lot about TurtleStitch. I have put the image of the Wikipedia entry in this slide. The reason is also that we reached to get this entry within the last year. So if you want to know more about TurtleStitch and get a little bit more of the background, you can just look at it on Wikipedia. So current release is 277, but this is already the moment where I want to ask Michael to talk a little bit about what was going on in TurtleStitch within the last year, and the important things are there also the releases. So Michael, maybe you want to take over for a moment. I switch. One moment.
You hear me? Yes. Well, what happened exactly from the development side? Basically, it's keeping up with Snap. So we moved from Snap 6 to Snap 7 just before Snap 8 is coming out. So the next step is quite clear. And it's getting tougher and tougher to keep up with the speed and everything else around Snap. There's one major thing we added in March, which was actually which is the feature to import images, which was there in Snap before, but overlooked. So the difference in TurtleStitch is there's two options to import images. You can import them into the background and use them as many do for tracing the images somehow, or you can import them as data to process them somehow, which I'm not aware so many projects are making use of that feature in TurtleStitch yet. The other thing is we added new arc blocks thanks to Cynthia and Simon, which actually just turned their Snap code into JavaScript. So that there was a question. That's basically it.
Actually,
Group feature. But someone wants to say something, yeah? Oh, then go ahead.
Okay, main reasons for group registration, because we're talking about group registration and why we thought about group this function. So there are three main reasons why this issue came up. One important one was that it was hard for teachers to register their students, especially when the schools are out of Europe. So a lot of schools, for example, in the US had problems by getting confirmation emails from our servers. Of course, this is a big thing, and we wanted to have a fix for this, and the group registration seemed a possibility for fixing this. The other one is for teachers. I also run regularly TurtleStitch sessions, and I know how hard it is to deal with a bigger group of students and to get things done fast, because teachers generally they don't have a lot of time. And I don't talk about just about schools, it's also about running workshops. Time is limited, and it seemed for us that a better solution for working with groups is an important thing in TurtleStitch. Then we also have this large number of inactive accounts. We still discuss this a little bit. We just had a conversation with Michael some minutes before, but it could be a good possibility also to have just temporary accounts, so teachers can also very easy just delete the accounts of the students if they don't need it anymore. So these were the main reasons for us to look into this, the possibility of the group registration. Okay, so I made some graphics here in order to explain you what we did. So when you, the process of setting up a group in TurtleStitch. So when you are a regular email confirmed user, that's what you are so far in TurtleStitch when you register. There is first, you need to get approved as a trainer. This is something that is still has got to be done on our side. We haven't found a better possibility than the approval on our side. But after this is done, you have the possibility to create a new group. You do this by adding a title, a description, and an introduction. I mean, description and introduction is optional. Title, of course, is important. It looks like this. I have put an example here. This is an example group. You have then the possibility to add members. Members of a group are the group host, who will always be part of the group. The regular, you can add this regular confirmed users, and you have all this, the students, they are getting entered the kind of so-called bulk list, so just by name and the password. So these are the three different parts of a group. Okay, I try to continue my switching. So next slide. So how did we do the bulk registration and the naming conventions here? So when this is the group I just described, the most important part is, of course, this students or temporary users, however you want to call them, who are not confirmed. So every group gets a group prefix because every group has got to be specific. So we decided to have this kind of name convention here, that there is the name of the group. It's group 6 here. The number changes if you if somebody adds another group. So it's the prefix of the group, and then there is a personal identification, like the name of the student. I had the example Doris here. So the student is registered with the name group 6 Doris. That's the username of the student, and then he or she gets a password. So you see here are some other students added below, and this is how it looks on the interface. You have this possibility to add the users by username and password, and that's how it is displayed on the website. And then you can add the users. Password change, the users can change their passwords on their own if they remember, or the teacher can reset the password. So this is not on our side anymore. That's also what we had a lot of questions about this. We can try to get the next slide. here we go. Okay, so member logging and project structure. Exactly, when one of the students opens the website and logs in, he or she gets exactly directed into the group. So the group name here is Heidelberg Rules, and they see that they are logged in with the student's name on the upper right side. The structure of the projects inside is currently the following. So we decided to have units. So I think most of the use cases will just have one unit with one or two examples. It depends on how long you work with the students. So for workshop settings, usually it's I think very low and probably just needs one unit with 1, 2, and how many examples you ever want to add here. I go to the next slide, creating units and adding starters. So when you are a teacher, you log in with your regular username, and on the upper right side, you see my name is CHMOD, and there is a drop-down menu, and you can directly navigate to your groups. And for example, these are my groups that I have already set up and used in different settings. So if I enter one of the groups, so my groups, join the group, I click the group and I need to join it, and I see it right away on the upper part of the menu that there is this green book open. So this means that I'm within the group, and I can then navigate the whole universe of TurtleStitch and look at projects that I want to add as starter projects. Actually, I need to create a unit first. That's what I forgot, but I need to create a unit. A unit has a number, a title, and a description. And when I am into the unit and I activate it, then I can move into the TurtleStitch platform and select projects as starters there. So actually, there are some small open to-dos. Maybe I expect that we will have to do some minor adaptations. We will see. We have got to work on how-tos for teachers, and also to adapt the privacy policy in terms of service descriptions. This is what we haven't done so far. Teachers have tested it already. Thank you so much, Cynthia, for the great tea and TurtleStitch sessions within the last year. I have selected, for example, the project of Lan Heng, who worked with 5th graders in her school. And I thought that also Marina is here. I think Marina also used the group setup to work with groups. So it has proved already in practice, and I want to switch to TurtleStitch now, and I stop screen sharing and then share my browser in order to try out in this group and to give you a login. So I try to, just one moment. I have selected here this notepad. In this notepad, I have prepared your names, and I'm so sorry. I do what you usually. Okay, you can't see it, the notepad, right? Yeah. Can you? Okay, good. Yes. So you all have the same password. Of course, you don't do this, but it's a temporary group just for the presentation, and we wouldn't be able to do it if everybody has a single password. I copy it, and then I try. Oh, I did it wrong. I opened the browser. Just a moment. Where is my Firefox here. Here's my Firefox. I open it. I'm on the wrong side. That's the right one. I was here at user Elaine before. I log in with my login. You can see my website, the TurtleStitch platform. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm in here as a teacher. I open my groups. I have prepared this Heidelberg rules group. I open it, I join it. There are some users already. We don't care about them. I add the bulk registration window. I make copy paste, and I add you I think I have most of you with your primary name. So I add users. Okay, down below there are more users now. For example, I have Beth here. I know Beth, that's why I pick her out. So Beth's username is now in regular TurtleStitch group 6 Beth. So Beth could log in with group 6 Beth, and the password, the password we decided on, or I decided for you. I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cool and exclamation mark, right?
Yes.
Yatka, are you also part of it? I think. Did I add you? Yatka is sitting right beside me. Wait, Yatka. Oh, here you go. Yatka, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exclamation mark. Cool. I forgot cool. So here we go. Add user. So Yatka came late. Okay, so actually you can log in, and then maybe somebody would like to share instead of me. We have 2 more minutes, but I stop my presentation. Would somebody like to share who is trying to log in as a student? Who was active? Richard, cool. Okay, hi. Richard, hi. If you move upwards, okay, you're group 6, Richard, perfect. That's thank you. Can you scroll a little bit? Yeah, thank you. So what you have here is unit number 1. I called it line and circle, and oh, cool. Catherine is also here. And there are 2 projects. You can open one of this and just make maybe a very small change and save it again. Then I can kind of also show and prove the projects which are done and changed by the students are being collected in the group interface. This is very useful for doing the coding within the group, because in the end I have everything pretty good collected, and in German I would say compact. I don't know how exactly to say it in English, on one page, and it makes life easier for workshops and hopefully also in school. So if you saved it.
Just want to show I've saved it.
Okay, cool. Then I switch back to my Firefox interface again. It's here. And I'll have a look if others also saved their works. Not yet. Maybe I should reload. Oh yeah, there is. Paul saved something and Richard something. Exactly. Wonderful, Paul. I like the project. Actually, sure. Time is over. We reached to do it in time. And I want to finish the presentation now. Thank you.